And we're back for some Sunless Sea. What do I want to say? Oh, the lights of London. If your terror is over 50 and you have something awaits you, returning home will reduce terror. Yes, we know about that, and we know that we need something awaits you to do that. But yes, what I wanted to say was that last time we did try to save the brisk campaigner, and I think that well, it won't give us much. She won't be very useful to us, so we unfortunately have to let her go when she will be sick the next time. What is... Yes, that was the thing. We have a lot of supplies and fuel, so we are going to Wolfstack Exchange, and we are going to buy as much firkin of Prisoner's Honey as possible, and traveling to what's it called? To the Artist Room to do the Birmingham thing over there. I actually have some ideas of how to play this game correctly. Uh-oh. What are we doing? This is... Okay, this is just bad. Okay, whatever. The fog fucking kills me. The campaigner's health is failing. She's developed a rattle in her lungs. Each time she coughs, the skin of her throat lights with an amberish glow. This latest coughing fit brings her to her knees. Let her go. There's nothing more you can do for her. Yes, unfortunately. The light goes out. My family, she says composedly, will have opinions on the matter of my brother. She begins to cough desperately. A spasm takes her. The crew gather, appalled. There is blood on the deck. She hangs on your arm, looking up at you, Burial. This fish contamined. Give it to the Z at Z. The light in her eyes goes out. The strength is gone from her arm. She collapses like a falling tower. The campaigners end. Hushed voices on the foredeck, weeping on the engine room stairs. The too careful closing of a door. The campaigner was well liked aboard ship. Deal respectfully with her remains and belongings, or make use of her remains and belongings. What does she care? And something extraordinary was happening to her flesh. Let us be respectful if we can. We've gained 1 secret and lost 5 terror. I guess so. What the? And there is a parrot there. Wonderful. You'll notice that bitch. Demo Island. What the? Is it not? I think that if I hadn't just rammed myself into stones, well, rocks, it would have been better. But what can you do? We will have our portal pot here. And should we explore? Maybe not. We will just have tea with the factor. Supplies and fragments, sure. Catcher's room, here we are. And the thing here. And the reason why we are here, what is our hold capacity? We are going to trade some honey. We are getting implements again. Trade honey. More implements. Once again. And once again. There we go. Now we are going to do some surgery on them. Matter of luck. She has expressed interest in discovering how it works. Why does it propagate? Where is its obsession located? Spores. This will require special equipment. The smallest knives, magnification lenses, strong light, a sieve. Yes. Do you have some finely woven silk by any chance? No matter, it was a whim. She walks all night. In the morning, the blooming is gone, and she has a vial of shifting cosmogon powder. I would advise against eating any of this, unless you fancy a very altered state of mind. Okay, we were fortunate. We now have one more Cladery souvenir. But can we do it again? Yes. And that is the way that we get so many Cladery souvenirs. Unlucky. Unlucky. Good. Can we try this? We will still not pressure to meet her father. Lucky. Story. How many more? We have 4 more tries. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. And again. No, don't have any honey left. But that is okay. Unlucky. Unlucky. Still unlucky. And again. Well, we are not going to try to meet her father. Just so yet. What is our heart at? Yes, we have 53, but that is not exactly true, is it? At any rate, we are moving back to recurring nightmares. Sure, of course, that is what we are moving back to. Yes, so we are moving back to London to resupply on honey, and then we are going to do this again. We are going to do it, well, until we get enough souvenirs to do the father thing without any probability of failure. Because, well, I don't want to just lose to Cladery Air. That would be very unfortunate, because then we wouldn't have any sergeant left. Well, no, that is untrue. We do have that. the haunted doctor. I mean, it's not the same. And I forgot to use my Something Awaits You in Dark Vision, didn't I? Well, might as well use it here. Regain some fragments and more supplies. That way, we won't have to use any money in London. We can just use everything that we get here. We are doing this. Okay, we at least succeeded on that. Death of an angler. The shell is shattered. The glowing Elysiae lies silent. Dissect it for knowledge. Butcher it for supplies. And occasionally other oddities. I can't remember what does what, so we are just going to butcher it. You have one unprocessing mass. I hate this image because of the thing. There is open and unprocessing mass. There is probably something horrible inside, but possibly there is not. A curious sack. Slice it open. What's within? Fling it overboard. The smell alone is reason enough. You will gain nothing, but at least you won't suffer terror effects. Well, stripped clean. A human skull. This isn't the Z-Beast's stomach. What is it doing in there? Like a seed in a gourd? So we have one more lamentable relic. Oh. We do have to repair though. Push her about meeting her father. Try to convince her that her father is not Mr. Aaron. She is clinging to this idea. If things go poorly, you will lose her. However, we have a 100% chance of success. So, let us do this. Hard to let go. Her mother is not the concubine of her master. Her father will never bring her knife steel tempered in a baby star. Her lineage is merely human. The city is only the mortal city that first fell into the bazaar. She must give up waiting for an unimaginable future to blossom of its own accord. The two of you speak about it late into the night, and then she goes into her operating room with a scalpel and a mirror. When she comes out, she has her small toe preserved in a whiskey jar, and a happy indifference to the question of her parentage. Okay, so this should help us gathering the Cladery Heart, I think. We are traveling back to London to fuel up, and then we are traveling to Port Canadian and getting this this new ship. without even taking any damage. And this time, we are going to dissect it for knowledge. A straightforward challenge, yes. The capital mysteries. You and your ship's doctor clamber over the beast as it lies in the lee of your ship. Its blood is a curious blue, and the blood, too, is touched by luminescence. It's a female, but there are no eggs. And what's this on its belly? Someone has chiseled 7 marks between 2 horizontal lines, like pillars supporting a roof. Now have a hunting trophy. And that is actually very good because, well, we need that to do the chest quest. So, yeah, now that we have a big weapon, we can actually take on those huge enemies. They are actually pretty slow, so like you saw, it's not too difficult to get them. We are arriving at Port Canadian to retrieve the Cladery Heart. Falling London's sole imperial possession, treasure it. You know what I do want to treasure? The Cladery Heart. So we are just going to look into our stats quickly. Retrieve the Cladery Heart. It is drawn up at the dock, waiting for its owner. No one dares to touch it. But a ship that berths near her travel faster and less steadily thereafter. Consult the Cladery heir about her future. What will she do with the Cladery Heart? All day in its engine room. You find her deep in the engine room of the Cladery Heart. She is wearing oiled gloves that go above the elbow for safety, but the floor is slick with ichor. Hand me the spreader, she tells you sharply when you walk in. I need to see what is in the ventral chamber. Later, back on your own ship, you consult her about her intentions. She looks bleak. I am becoming involved, she confesses. I may need to become my own patient and remove my interest in the Cladery Heart. The heir looks resolute. We've gone closer. Is that safe? Keep the Cladery Heart. She will refuse to admit she wants to keep it. You can buy it from her. This will always gain the ship. The Cladery heir may choose to stay with you or not. 100% chance of success. Send her and her ship away together. If she parts with you, perhaps she can keep the ship. This sacrifices both the heir and the Cladery Heart for the hope of her happiness, which may or may not be achieved. You will receive nothing in recompense. So yes, that is if we have an affair with her. Sink the Cladery Heart and keep the heir. Sacrifice the ship to the depths, and perhaps the heir will stay with you, free of an unhealthy attachment. Keep the Cladery heir and sail her ship together. Why shouldn't she serve you about the Cladery Heart? She's already given up enough. So that was what I wanted to do. The whole reason why I wanted her to talk about her father. The loss of the legend of Mr. Iron. You suggest this neat solution to her. She doesn't need to renounce anything else. She has given up believing in her father, and that's enough. Perhaps, she says, I could regard him more as an honorary family member. Do you think I could call him Uncle, Aaron? But she agrees to let you keep the Cladery Heart and to stay on with your ship, with your crew. The matter is concluded. You no longer have any of this. Leger-class steamer. You now have one of this, Cladery Heart. An occurrence. Your deeds to the Cladery Heart quality is now 1. And an occurrence, the crew quality is now 35. You have a new ship. How many sailors do you have? A piece cut from the bazaar, legally yours. It thrums, it wanders, it has a delightful stink. This ship is available. This ship is available. Players who backed Sunless Sea at the Navigator tier or higher. It becomes available as DLC at a later date. Oh, okay. So I guess that if I had backed the game, what, 10 years ago, I could have gotten it without as much trouble, maybe. And I guess it was a free DLC. It reminds me in Darkest Dungeon, there's the Musketeer that used to be a Kickstarter tier hero, but became a free DLC like maybe 5 years later, something like that. I can't remember exactly, but that is something of the same, I guess. This tramp steamer has served well, but for a long, long time. And now? Oh, I guess we could trade that thing here. So, your current ship, the Cladery Heart, it thrums, it wanders, it has a delightful stink. Ah, yes, okay, it's the same text as before. Detailed information. Hull 450. Compared to the 75 we previously had. Hold capacity 80. So that is twice as much as before. Quarters 35. So 3.5 as much as before. Iron bonus 5. Mirror bonus 10. Veil bonus 10. Pages bonus 10. Hearts bonus 15. And it gives us a place for the aft. That is wonderful, wonderful news, I say. We could, of course, trade it for itself, but we will not. So as I said, we will move to Adam's Way, but we will need more fuel for that, because, well, the ship is heavier than it was before. The weight is 4,000, and I believe that the previous ship was 1,000 maybe? Which means that obviously we will move 4 times as slowly. That is going to mean that we will use a lot of fuel. A lot of fuel. We may have to buy one of the more expensive engines, even though it will cost us. We also need to find something for the aft. It does seem like the best aft equipment for us will be the Caminus Yard Damnation. So we are going to buy that at some point. In the meantime, we do want to get some portal port, and Maybe try to improve our network. A tough challenge. Can improve our VLs. Yeah, it's the highest. Let us try this. A tough challenge. It is indeed. I do want to try. Port Canadian is choked with spice. Bewildered surface spice, earned spice from London, elegant spice from the Canate, splendid spice from the Presbyterate, but there's always room for a small one. Old enemies. Your agent sets two entrenched networks against each other, then takes advantage of the furtive struggle to set up shop. She observed their conflict with professional interest, sending back detailed reports. So we have one more move in the Great Game, and our network has augmented. What else do they need? Bait. I'm not using secrets. Or should I? I am about to get more, so I mean, why not? Sure, let us try. We don't have some high-risk challenge thing. Hook, line, sinker. No spy could resist these secrets and maintain a shred of professional respect. Your quarry betrays himself. Your agent pursues him into the Fangled jungle. The matter ends with knives in the violet shadows and blood on the stalks. What else do they need? A diplomatic agent. It is more complicated. So perhaps not? But perhaps we should seek some intelligence. We'll find avuncular brokers nothings. Maybe wait a little bit for that. We are traveling to Adam's Way, so I don't know. Sorry, is there anything else to do? We could influence affairs here, of course, but we shall not. We shall, however, buy fuel, a lot of fuel. Actually, more than that. It's so good to be off 50 in cargo. So that means also that our trade routes are a bit modified. I could, of course, try to recalculate the thing, but I mean, getting money isn't really easy in this game, anyway. 40 fuel, more supplies maybe? Let's say 30 supplies. Or 25 should be enough, and 45. Sure. Good. Let us try this. In offices. We are moving. Oh, this is very nice. So yeah, Adam's Way. The reason why we're going there, you are going to see it very soon when I get there. So I won't spoil it just yet. I just want to say that actually I didn't need to give them recent news, I guess. So yeah, we have the Cladery Heart. Isn't this great? It's very nice. We are going to go through our hunger very fast, because 35 crew members. I wish that it would do like the fuel thing and show it when it is going on. So I guess we can't expect too much all the time. Also, we are going to get our aft weapon when we get back to London, which is going to be good as always. Maybe try to get to diplomatic agents again. That could be nice. And also, yes, since we have so much hull, that means that we can try to fight some monsters. To fight some flukelorn, since we need some flukelorn core. That could be nice. This is not nice though. New profits. Action. Let me try to kill those birds. How much damage we do? Not enough to scare. I, however, don't do much damage to them either. Yeah, we do need more weapons, but I mean, should be able to kill them. That was unfortunate. We are doing more damage to them than they are doing to us, so that is good enough, I guess. To hell with you. And there we go. You've destroyed the Blue Prophets. A mortal battle against pirates. That's the Elder continent for you. Recover feathers from the Prophets. They'll sail in London and in Khan's Heart. Record their cries. The Prophets speak the name of those about to die. In truth, most of the sounds they make are more squawks. Are more squawk than words, but perhaps you can glean something from the dying birds if you listen carefully. Let's try. Truth in the dark. Names you know, faces you remember, perhaps. Well, it didn't go too well. But hey, at least we survived. And we got our revenge for that time that we almost died. Yes, so as I was saying, Adam's Way, that is the place that we are traveling to. And that is going to be very interesting. What is the capacity? I don't get it. We should maybe have tried to get some Ratus Faber or whatever the name of the repair rats is. But I mean, bad things are going to happen anyway. It's not like this game is merciful. So, here we are. Point Livingstone. And Adam's Way. We are traveling to the actual factual Adam's Way. And this is going to be, it should be easy enough, I hope. But we'll see. We're traveling past this point. Dark Griffin Straits. So we are going as much south as we can. And if you remember how it was when we traveled east, it's kind of the same. Way upstream. They say that only the captain of a living ship can dare the waters of Adam's Way, but they've never met you. The mountain's blood. Upstream, up the river, into the continent's heart. With every mile, the red is deeper. Yes, everyone dies. Forest unseen. In London, they never imagine what grows here. Orchids of bones, iron upright as aspens, flint pillars fecunded with faceted apples. Gemmed faces turn to watch you from the rock. Your crew are entranced. They begin to leave you one by one, slipping ashore when you moor, or giving themselves to the river. You are almost alone when you arrived at Goshen, that 100-tongued city. Its flowers shine like fluted ice. The pilgrim wakers condescend to meet with you. They give you gifts, an egg and a knife. Turn back, they tell you. The presbyter will not meet with you. You have not lived enough. Alright, there well. Alright, there well. You stand at the dock of the port at the river's mouth, and look upon your empty ship. In your left hand you hold the knife, in your right an egg. Not whatever kind of egg, a judgment's egg. But, oh yes, we lost supplies, but that is okay. What the? No. So now we have lost all of our crew members. Well, all except myself. So we are moving at half speed, which is unfortunate. And well, our hull has been damaged by the fucking boats, but of course. So since there's only us alive, that means that we don't consume any more supplies. That is good because, well, how should I put it? We don't have any more supplies. Restless nights. Quiet about the dreams, but there is no one else. Oh, this is maybe bad. I should have not done that. So we now have a judgment's egg. Can't really repair. So here's Adam's Way. Tale of a City. But we are going to listen to storyteller or not. Assistant and nuisance hospital. Listen to a storyteller. Ignore the gaudy entertainments intended to defraud visitors. Ask the street hawkers, they will only tell you what you want to hear. Shun the tavern gossip, most of which is fabricated by the Mitrade office, the press's propagandist. The buzzing of the bees. Climb the stairs, cut into the hill. Sit at the foot of the bee-capped stone columns. They will shield you from the southern mountain heat. Be quiet. Listen. All storytellers share the shadow. The Prester is on the verge of declaring the Dawn Machine a blasphemy. London's bureaucracy is riddled with the children of the Thief of Faces. An expedition of foreigners recently put ashore to the west, then went south in search of the garden. They were discovered and given to the Red River. Catch a nut, it falls from the tree of a single day. Picking them from branch is forbidden, but fallen ones are useless. You need to intercept it between bow and ground. Fruitless. The branch is too far, the nut too small, your hand too slow. When it strikes the paved square, the nut bursts into brief, pointless life. Thread-like shoots squirm out, groping for water. Desperate roots claw at a crack in the stone. It's no good. Its strength is spent, the shoot bronze, stiffen, and expires. Okay, movement for a relic. Let us try this again. There isn't much else to do. Trunk groans on your back. Above you, withered branches scratch, spidery in the air. A gnarled branch falls. The yellow-robed priestess sweeps it away. It's time to return to the ship. Shops, is there a single way of not completely losing my mind? We could sell the shrine to stone. Doesn't do me much good right now. And if I die, I mean, sure. We will do that, and we will leave. There was some message from the cannoneer, but I'm not sure what it was. We should keep to the shore. It will help us, I think, to reduce our terror and having the lights on. We are losing money by doing this, of course, but I mean, at some point, we are desperate. We are desperate indeed. Is there a way down here? Yes, also I wanted to kill the prophets before doing this quest to get the Judgment's Egg. But, I mean, what good is it to me if I die anyway? At least our terrors shouldn't rise any further, but I mean, it's not like we are doing very well. But we are moving slowly enough to make the fuel consumption low. We will buy a lot of supplies in Port Canadian. Okay, so we can just go around the shores. If we're lucky enough, we will not have to deal with too many birds. See, that's correct. Okay, we are over 70, well, over 90 terror, which is always a bad sign. So we are traveling along the shore. Why is my fear not, my terror not diminishing? I don't understand. It would be a shame to die like this, I think. It would be a great shame. So we are just in here. Trying to not hit the ground. Can I make it? I think I can. It's very far off. Someone screams. That is probably me. One terrible thing is that we are going to suffer from a lot of terror. We can actually reduce our terror once we are in Port Canadian. It's just not very efficient and will cost us a lot of money, but it is a possibility. I should not have cared about that event. But the whole being destroyed is not really a problem. Being slow is not really a problem either. The problem is the terror. Which, I mean, we are mitigating as much as possible. But this is very... this is not looking very good, I'll be honest. But it should be okay. We should be okay. There we go. If I keep the lights off. Yeah. Maybe I could reduce my tower. Okay. What can I make? We are going to reduce our tower for 20 echoes. Can reduce this by 5. So we are going to do it a bunch of times. It's going to be costly. Home away from home is the tiger launcher. Using water, we are nervous. The reason why I am getting it down as much as possible is that, well, I would like to have it very much reduced when arriving in London. In the meantime, we are buying supplies and fuel. Well, not fuel, we actually don't need to buy that. But supplies, that is always useful. 30 of those. None will be used on the way, so that is good. We should also talk to the Cladery Heart. Maybe we actually don't need to care about it. But yes, this is actually not too bad. But now we are going to be slow. But it is okay. What am I doing? I should actually try to do something. Iron quality gives you a 36% chance of success. Let us try to get some sapphires anyway. A native ambush. Perhaps ambush is a strong word, but there's a tiger sitting on a broad mushroom cap, asking unflattering questions about your nutritional value. Your retreat. Okay, so we gained a terror, but we don't care. So yeah, we are moving along. We are getting back to the Atlas room to maybe get something, I don't know. To Demo Island for the same reason. Well, we know that we can get something there. And finally back to London. We are back in London. we will look into what to do for next time. Things are going very, very well, and I do believe that the next time we'll be completing some quests and progressing some story. We did do some quest progression and story stuff, but I do want to see what happens with this ship, what I can do with it. And I did well to sell the thing, because I wouldn't have any money left if I didn't. Yes, this captain is not going to write the Song of the Sea, as unfortunate as it is. But such is life. Sometimes it is a great success, sometimes it is a lot of failures. But this time, we did succeed. We did succeed with what we wanted. So, that should be it.